Hi. This following balancing sequence takes a lot of focus, spinal alignment, and strengthens the legs. Now let's get started.
For the warm-up, come to the middle of the mat and start on all fours. Make sure to hold your shoulders over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. Start to round your back and pull the chin to the chest. Push yourself through the arms. Then release. Push your lower back down, coming into an arch with your lower back, pushing your lower back down. Then round your back, chin to chest as you exhale. Release, arch your back, inhale and look up. Do this a few times. Come back to neutral on all fours. From all fours, lower yourself down to the mat and stretch the legs out behind you. Stretch out both arms in front of you. Then lift your hips on one side and stretch the leg out behind you. Then the other one. Start to lift the right arm and the left leg. The leg stays straight as you lift. Place arm and leg down and change sides. Lift the left arm and the right leg. The leg stays straight as you lift it. Place arm and leg down and change sides. Alternate sides, lifting opposite arm and leg. Try and make yourself as long as possible, really stretching out the leg behind you, while moving the arm forward, as if someone is pulling you forward at the fingertips. As you move from side to side, imagine that you're trying to touch a wall behind you with your toes, and a wall in front of you with your fingertips. Lower arm and leg back to the floor. With both arms stretched out in front, start to lift the right arm and the right leg. Lower arm and leg down, and change sides. Lift the left arm and the left leg. Make yourself as long as possible when you lift. Do this a few times each side. Imagine that you're trying to reach a wall in front of you with your fingertips, and that your toes are trying to push away a wall behind you. Keep the legs straight. Then bring your arms back and place your hands next to your shoulders. Push yourself up and back and sit onto your heels. Come back forwards onto all fours. Come onto your toes. Lift the knees and push yourself back through the arms. Your bottom is lifting up and back towards the ceiling. Keep the knees bent. Strongly push through the arms and move your head side to side to relieve any tension. You can also bend one knee and stretch the opposite hamstring by pressing the heel down towards the mat. Then bend the other knee, feeling the stretch in the hamstring. Look forwards and lower your knees back onto the floor. Start on all fours, with your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Place your feet down. Start by stretching the left leg behind you. Stretch it back as much as you can and lift it up. Then bend the knee, round your back, chin to chest, and bring the knee forward towards your chin, really curling in. Inhale and stretch the leg behind you and roll back in as you exhale. Do this a few times. Really rounding the back as you bring the knee in. Try to bring the knee to your chin as you curl in. Set the knee down and change sides. Inhale, stretch the right leg far behind you and lifting it up. Then exhale, curl in, bringing the knee to your chin. Stretch the leg behind you and do this a few times. Inhale as you stretch out, exhale as you curl in. Use the power in your abs as you curl in, and stretch out far behind you as you straighten the leg. Then place the knee back down, and we will add the opposite arm to the movement. Straighten out the left leg behind you and the right arm in front of you. Reach forward with your fingertips and back with your toes. Make yourself as long as possible. And then curl in, bending the leg and arm. Bring the elbow to the knee, rounding yourself as much as you can. Stretch back out. And roll back in. One more time. Really curl in, bring the elbow to the knee, chin the chest, and round your back. Stretch out one last time. Change sides. Stretch out the left arm and the right leg, really squeezing the arm and the leg, making yourself long. Then curl in and bring the elbow to the knee. Stretch back out, reaching forward with your fingertips and back with your toes. Curl in one last time, making yourself as round as possible. And last, stretch, squeezing and stretching the leg back and the arm forward. For the next exercise, start on all fours. Keep the knees bent on the mat, but turn the right foot out about 45 degrees so your foot is off the mat. This will give you some stability. Press your hands firmly into the mat and lift the left leg up to hip height and bring it back behind you if you can. Keep pushing into, then slowly lift the left arm off the floor. Then bend your left arm and your left knee and exhale, curling in, bringing elbow and knee together at your belly. Keep pushing into the mat with the right hand and keep your right arm straight. Open as you inhale and open arm and leg. The arm reaching up and the leg pulling back behind you. Keep your balance by pushing through the right arm and by squeezing your belly in. Open again wide and curl back in. Place the knee back down. Change sides. Keep the knees on the mat, but turn the left foot out about 45 degrees. Press your hands firmly into the mat. Keep your shoulders over your wrist and lift the right leg to hip height and bring it back behind you if you can. Then slowly lift the right arm off the floor. Keep pushing into the mat with your left hand. Then bend your right arm and your right knee and exhale, curling in, bringing elbow and knee together at your belly. Keep pushing into the mat with your left hand and keep your left arm straight. Inhale as you open and stretch arm and leg. The arm reaching up and the leg pulling back behind you. Keep your balance by pushing through the left arm and by squeezing your belly in. Open again wide and curl back in. Place your foot and hand back down. From all fours, place your knees wide and push yourself back onto your heels. Stay low and reach forward with your fingertips. Rest your forehead on the mat for a moment. Come onto your toes. Lift the knees and push yourself back through the arms. Your bottom is lifting up and back towards the ceiling. Keep the knees bent. Then look forward in between your hands and start to walk towards your hands. Keep the knees bent and hang forwards, with the arms loosely by your side. Slowly start to roll up. Roll up vertebra by vertebra. Feel your lower back, mid-back, upper back. At the end, roll your shoulders back down and let the arms hang to the side. Start by standing in the middle of your mat. Bring your feet together. Shift your weight onto the left foot. Make sure your whole foot is evenly pushing into the floor. Start by lifting the right heel off the floor, placing it at your left ankle. Bring your hands onto the hips. Then start to walk your right foot up inside your left leg. Make sure your standing leg is really squeezed and push it against your foot. You can bring your arms up and press the hands together in front of your chest. Just breathe naturally. Stay like this, or if you can, grab your right foot with the right hand and bring it up to the inside of your left thigh, really squeezing the standing leg and press it against the right foot. Keep your hands in front of your chest, or if this feels okay, release your arms and stretch them out over your head. Keep your shoulders down. Really squeeze your standing leg and push into the floor with your left foot. Bring your arms back down. And place the right foot onto the floor. Change sides. Shift your weight into the right foot. Make sure your whole foot is evenly pushing into the floor. Lift the left heel off the floor, placing it at your right ankle. Bring your hands onto the hips. Then start to walk your left foot up inside your right leg. Make sure your standing leg is really squeezed and push it against your foot. You can bring your arms up and press the hands together in front of your chest. Breathe naturally. If this feels okay, grab your left foot with the left hand and bring it up to the inside of your right leg. Really squeeze the standing leg and press it against the left foot. If you can, release your arms and stretch them out over your head. Keep your shoulders down. Really squeeze your standing leg and push it into the floor with your right foot. Release your arms and bring your foot down. Stand with your feet shoulder width for a moment. For this exercise, stand in the middle of the mat, facing the short end of the mat. Shift your weight into the right leg. Keep the right leg slightly bent and squeeze your muscles. Keep your arms at your side, palms turned down. Breathe naturally. Start to lean forward and lift the left leg off the floor. Your upper body reaches forward, your left leg reaches back. Try to keep one straight line from your shoulders over your back all the way back to your foot. Push through your heels, as if towards a wall behind you. If this feels okay, lean forwards more, bringing the back leg up. Always keep the back leg straight. Really push through your standing leg and keep a slight bend in the right knee. Try and bring your arms forward. If you lose balance, place your foot down and start again. Reach forwards with your hands, palms turned towards each other. Really push back with your left leg and heel, and make yourself as long as you can. Breathe naturally. Then slowly come back up with your upper body. Release the arms and place the foot back down. Change sides. Shift your weight into the left leg. Keep the left leg slightly bent and really squeeze your muscles. Keep your arms at the side, palms turned down. Breathe naturally. Start to lean forward and lift the right leg off the floor. Your upper body reaches forward, your right leg reaches back. Lean forwards more. Always keep the back leg straight. Really push through your standing leg and keep a slight bend in the left knee. Bring your arms forward. Really push back with your right leg and heel and make yourself as long as you can. Breathe naturally. Then slowly come back up with your upper body. Release the arms and place the foot back onto the mat. Rest for a moment, feeling the floor underneath your feet. Stay standing hip-width distance apart and firmly press your feet into the floor. Knees are slightly bent. Bring both hands flat onto your lower back. Pull your elbows towards each other and keep your shoulders down. You can straighten your legs Bring your hips forward and start to lean back, looking up towards the ceiling. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together and pull your elbows towards each other to open your chest and shoulders. Come back forwards, release your hands from your back, and let your arms hang by your side. Bring your chin to the chest and round your upper back as you start to roll down, vertebra by vertebra. Bend your knees as you roll down. Your upper back is rounding, then your mid back and your lower back. Let your hands hang at your side or loosely touch the floor. Stay forward, keep the knees bent. Place your hands onto the mat, walk them forward, and lower the knees to the mat. Place your heels down and push your bottom towards your heels. Your arms reach forward. Lay your forehead down onto the mat, close your eyes, and rest. Breathe deeply a few times. In your own time, open your eyes and get up.